of today's program, our Principal Secretary, Planning, Finance, Tourism, Conrad, our Commissioner Secretary for CNRD and CEO of MBDA, Mr. Sampat Kumar, Shri R.S. Gill, Additional DCCF, Mr. Stanzin Dorje, who has come all the way from Ladakh to be here with us in this program, Mr. Cyril Tingdo, our Joint Secretary Finance, other officials of Government of India who are present here today, all the different members of the MBDA, all the participants in today's program, and all my dear students who are here on this very, very important program which we are having for World Environment Day celebration. First of all, I would like to thank the Forest and Environment Department for having organized this wonderful program. And when I was told about this program, I decided to participate in it without knowing what we are looking at. Because this is an issue I think is very important to all of us. I'm so glad to see that there are so many young people out here today and so many students here today, because really for us, yes, it does matter, but this matters more for you. And if we are doing this, we are doing it largely for you. And whatever we do today and whatever programs we implement, whatever steps we take, it is to ensure that we as leaders and as seniors, we leave a better world for you. And that is the objective really of having this program today, and to create this awareness about how we need to protect, contribute to our environment. I must apologize, we got in late. It was a 6 to 7 kilometer walk, and normally I would have taken about 10 minutes only. But then all the students were there and they were walking very slowly, wasn't it? I kept telling them, walk fast, but they said, no sir, we want to rest. So I had to wait for the students. Then my police also got tired. I had to wait for the police also. Then the officials from Forest Department also got tired. And the MBDA officials got tired. So that is the reason why we got late. As you know, as politicians, we are very good at blaming others. So that's what I'm doing again. But nonetheless, the fact is, it was a beautiful walk. I got a chance to not only be in a beautiful environment, but more importantly, I got to interact with all the children. A lot of them. I spoke to, I think, 3, 4 of you, 5 of you. It was a really great experience I had. I was asking the children, do you know why we're walking? And I want to ask the students out here right now, do you know why we're walking? Why was this program organized? We called it Walk With Me. Why did I tell you walk with me? Do you know? Say something. Are you sleeping? Why did we walk? Anything, any word? No? We walk today, I think you all are very feeling shy. We walk today to really give an example to the people, to society, and to give the first message that we have today, which is reduce. When I come from Upper Shillong to office, we end up spending or using at least about 2 to 3 liters of petrol every day. Because I have got the police vehicles, my vehicle, and other vehicles. So imagine by not using the vehicle, I have saved about 3 liters of petrol today while coming here. And I'll be saving again another 3 liters of petrol while going back. That's about 6 liters of petrol. And by doing that, by not burning this petrol, not using the energy, the CO2 emission, as we all know, the carbon emission that I am putting into the environment, which we call carbon footprints, I am reducing my carbon footprints. And which is what is leading to what Mr. Sampath Kumar just told you, leading to the rise in temperatures. So I know we can do many things, we talk of many things, we say we should throw plastic, we should say no to this, no to pollution, grow trees. My point is, when do we start acting? I want to ask each student and each citizen of our state and of our country that we need to start contributing at our level. Forget telling others what to do. Let others follow you. You start it. You start by setting an example. And that is what all these kids who work with me, that's what you did. You set an example. That if I can do it, I have reduced the CO2 emission by this much amount. That is the message that we want to give. You are reducing the consumption and you're reducing the outflow of CO2 into the environment, and that is how you have contributed today. And this reduced psychology or this reduced concept must go into everything. Into electricity. I mean, I feel bad actually, I should be saying this right now, that we can actually open the doors and there'll be more light, and maybe we can put off 3-4 of the lights. That is being sensitive to reduction. Reduce. When you know you can use natural light, just use the natural light. Just open the doors, in fact, and switch off some of the lights, now that I'm talking about it. So simple things like these, I want the children to realize, because you might think that you can't contribute, but you can. Every individual can contribute. And this is how you will do it, by reducing your consumption. Reduce the energy consumption. Tell your parents, when you see the light is on, which is unnecessary, switch it off. When you know that you can walk to the market without taking your car, tell your father or your mother, let's just walk. You open the door also. And even that back light, maybe one of the children can open that light at the door at the back. Can you do it, one of the kids? There we go. I think this is the point that we are trying to make. See, I think we have enough light now. We don't need the lights on top. This is the message that we are trying to give everybody. Reduce. And we can do it at an individual level. Reduce your consumption. That is your contribution and your effort towards having a better environment. By sticking a poster somewhere saying no pollution, trust me, my friends, it doesn't help. You're not contributing anything by doing that. Yes, it may create awareness, but if you really want to contribute, start doing these small things. And I'll tell you, when 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 33 lakh people of Meghalaya start doing it, it is going to have an impact. If the 33 lakh people today did not take the vehicles, did not take car today, you would be saving maybe 10, 15, 20,000 liters of fuel. And that is what this message is about. It's really your contribution and your effort towards ensuring that we protect our environment. Number 2, what we are trying to do is this concept of saying one citizen, one tree campaign. It really is a campaign which is really meant to tell each and every one of you that we all as human beings, we take it for granted that we will get oxygen for free. If I were to ask any of the children sitting here, can you tell me which tree is giving oxygen to you, which is allowing you to live. I think none of the children, not even myself, can point out. I want every child to be able to point out and say, this is the tree that is providing me my oxygen. Because we take it for granted that oxygen is free. And it is free, that's the best part. But I would like you to be able to identify the tree that is giving the oxygen to you. That is the entire concept of one person, one citizen, one tree campaign. I want each and every citizen of the state to adopt a tree, put a name tag on that tree, Conrad Sangma. This is the tree that provides oxygen to Conrad Sangma. And I stick it on that. And my duty to ensure I take care of it. If the children start adopting a tree, and let's just say one, you can adopt 10, 15 trees if you want. And so I'm taking care of the quota of oxygen that is meant for me. It's a very simple concept, but I think it will go a long way in creating a sense of ownership. You see, when you start owning the trees, the environment, when you start owning the development that the state gives you, government gives you, when you start owning what is there in this world, I'll tell you, your thinking and your mindset changes. I want the citizens, especially the young generation, to start owning things. You should feel that this is yours. And that is the reason why you need to take care of it, you need to protect it, and you need to make sure that it is there for the future generation. So it starts off with a simple campaign of adopting a tree, but it goes on to instilling the sense of ownership in every citizen of our state and of our country. And that is why it's a very simple program, but I'll tell you the impact is huge. And that is why I want this program to be a great success, and I know that the children are very enthusiastic about it. You must connect and own that tree and feel that it is yours, and take care of it to ensure that it gives the oxygen to you. So my dear students, I don't want to take much time. I know that you will get bored if I keep talking and talking, but as politicians, you know that we talk a lot, don't you? So you want me to continue talking? No, exactly. I knew it. But anyway, I was very happy to see this video that was made today. And I tell you, I got goosebumps when I saw that video. It impacted me when I saw the way it was presented. And I think it is the same feeling in each and every one of you. It really brought out a lot of emotion. And I must congratulate the team that has made it. And I hope this is used in a very appropriate manner. And a lot of people can see this, because I think it will impact a lot of people. With these few words, I once again thank all of you for coming for this program. Things will start in a very small way, but I think in a step-by-step manner we'll be able to achieve big goals. As Mr. Sambat Kumar was mentioning, we have decided that the Chief Minister's office will be a plastic-free zone, and I've started that last week itself. And I hope to expand that particular plastic-free zone to the entire Secretariat and hopefully to all government offices throughout the state. I have also informed the Meghalaya Non-Conventional Energy Department to ensure that the Chief Minister's office and certain other offices in the Secretariat should be on renewable energy, which means either solar or wind. And we've given a time frame to them. In 3 months we need to complete this project. And I hope that not only the CM's office, but all government offices, most of them at least, one day will be on renewable energy. And the reason why I am very keen on this is because we are there during daytime. We're not there during night time. And during daytime, the light, the sun is there, and so therefore it is very easy for us to use that light. Number two, that our government offices are closed on Saturday, Sunday. So the energy that we get back from the CM's office, let that go back into the grid. So we should have net metering from all the offices. So imagine if all the DC offices, all the Secretariat, everybody is putting back Saturday and Sunday, whatever energy we get from solar panels back into the grid, maybe that energy would help some village somewhere in getting electricity for at least a day or two. So I think these are the connections that we're trying to make. It's a long-term program, but this is what the master plan we have. In the future, we would want all the schools to have that. The schools should be at least the government schools and colleges. So once the government schools and colleges have got solar panels in them, during December, January, February, schools are closed. During that time, the power that is generated from these schools can be put back into the grid as net metering. It will reduce the electricity bill for the school. At the same time, during those months which we have got less rain and more sunshine, in fact, that is the time it could go back into the grid and it could supply power to many villages. Can you imagine if all government schools, colleges, government offices were to start doing that? I think it would have a significant impact. So these kind of programs are there in our mind, but it's too early for me to talk about all of them. But I just wanted to give you an idea that really we are very committed to this particular issue. We are going to move forward on it in a very planned and systematic manner, a very achievable kind of a manner, and we want to make a difference. Therefore, I have asked, in fact, my department and the officials in the forest department to also calculate what is it that we're giving back. Now, I have walked down from my home to here. I would like to be able to tell the world through my Twitter account that this is a CO2 emission that we have ended up saving. There should be a value to it. When the value comes up, then people start realizing. Like I told you, I've saved 3 liters of petrol while coming, and I'll save 3 liters of petrol going back. 6 liters of petrol. It makes sense to us. We need to start doing that kind of a calculation also. The trees. One tree gives out how much oxygen in a day on an average, and how much oxygen does one individual consume in a day. Then we will know that yes, if I grow this tree, it's taking care of my oxygen supply. So we need numbers also, and I would urge the department to really get down to getting numbers and impact of one light being switched off, geyser not being used for one day, how much money we save for the household, and how much CO2 emission is reduced. I think it's important to know. And if you start doing these numbers and start putting it in all these programs of ours, switch off a light for 1 hour, save 20 rupees. I'll tell you, a lot of people will start doing it. Switch off a bulb, change your bulb to a LED, reduce our electricity bill by 200 rupees. A lot of people will start doing it. We need to convert it into value so that people can actually relate to it. So I think the department needs to work on that, and I hope that will be something that we'll be able to do very fast. So again, I apologize for speaking so long, but it's a subject very close to my heart. I'm passionate about this, and I would like our younger generation also to be equally passionate, because we are seriously having a very serious problem, and in the coming years, it may be very difficult for us to reverse what is happening as of now. Even now, it's difficult to reverse it, but we can do some things to reduce it, and at the same time ensure that there are mitigation plans also in mind, and adaptation plans also. So we need to look at all those aspects, and I hope the department will do its part, but as citizens of the state and the country, let us do our part, and that is what my whole reduce, reuse and recycle concept is coming in, to involve every citizen on how you can play a part in helping the environment. So with these few words, once again I wish everyone a World Environment Day, and it should not just be a day of celebration, but a day of action. So with these few words, thank you so much. God bless you all. Jai Hind.